Sit back and have a glass. Time for Tom's Real Food Podcast.
Today's sponsors: Keto Clean Eating, Tommy Spice, Tom Garvey, the Keto Cook, the Sunday Dinner Chef, and every Saturday, Meg's Mysteries. Today's guest, Kevin from Man Kitchen Recipes, Tortilla Takeover, and What We Thought. Let's go to the podcast. Garvey, the Keto Cook. Today on Tom's Real Food Podcast, I have a very, and I mean very, very special guest. Doesn't normally do this. So what I'd like to do right now is I want to bring up Kevin from Man Kitchen Recipes to join me. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday fun day, right?
Sunday relax day.
So we're going to talk a little bit how we became acquainted and that we personally met. And I'm going to talk about your channel, your multiple channels and stuff, how you started. And but before we do that, I got to explain something. Okay. I met you through Dude and I believe Charlie, Cooking Secrets for Men. But what really snagged it, what really made me look at it, was that your videos, when you got done, you covered up your grills.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was fantastic, okay?
Yeah, I have a cover for all my grills.
Because I would do that, and I said to Marie, look at this, look. He's doing what I do. Just completely crazy.
Well, they're outside, and if you don't take care of them, they're going to get all rusty and look bad. So.
Yeah, me and you have the same traits as far as that. Is
yeah, we're about the same age, so
yeah, keeping them a little cleaner and stuff. And, Kevin, take the floor.
Okay, well, what do you want to know, Tom? How it all started?
Yeah, how it all started, and I see you got the senior avocado and olive oil.
Yes,
right?
and olive oil. Yeah, my special guest is for this. I cherish both of those bottles, but especially Olive. She's with me all the time.
Yeah, tip top.
Yeah. About 6 years ago, whenever it was, just like everybody else, you're going on YouTube to find out how to cook something and what temperatures to cook things at. And back then, I had a Weber Smoky Mountain when I was just watching YouTube and figuring out, okay, I need to cook this roast. What temperature do I do it? And all of that. So I'm watching these videos and I'm like, I could probably do that. And then I bought myself a Pit Boss Pro Series 1100. That was my first pellet grill. And I think my first video is either the smoked bacon. I just threw some bacon on a grate and threw it in the pellet grill. And it was either that one, I don't remember, or the pellet grills where the hopper is, they got that little grate that it blocks your hand from going inside.
Right.
Well, anybody that's had a pellet grill, that hopper moves so slow. There's no way you could injure yourself. But maybe a child, if they're running around and stick their arm down in there. But it goes so slow. So I showed that how to take it out. And I left the screws in so I could set it on top just in case kids were around. But anyway, that was, it was just something simple like that. But then, man, that pellet grill really changed my life as far as cooking.
I've never cooked on a pellet grill. Never.
Oh, there's a reason why a lot of offset smokers call them easy bake ovens. Because they make cooking so easy and the flavor is just so amazing.
And for me, watching you from way back and stuff, I said, this guy's got a different technique. You explain things a little bit more, and you're not afraid to take risks.
Yeah.
And but that's a good thing because that's how recipes are developed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think I've said it before in some of my videos. It's like, how many ways do you have to see how to cook spare ribs or, baby back? A lot of, try this rub, try that sauce. Not, I've done that. And then I started going, man, I got to just start doing things differently. And I don't like to eat the same thing over and over and over, so I start changing things up. And it's been a lot. It's been very fun. And everything has become out of the box. And, twice a week for 5 years is hard to do.
Oh, tell me about
especially it. Coming up with different stuff. Yeah, you're on often, and now I've got 2 other channels. So, and I work full time.
But you can see the passion in it, and it's very informative. I very rarely, when I watch somebody, I watch it from nose to tail to make sure I get the whole thing, and it's not redundant. That's basically And I said, well,
Yeah.
then we started chattering back and forth again.
Yeah.
But you do hold on, let me fix the teeth. You do things out of the box, and I love that.
Yeah, and I also try to explain how to do it in case somebody wants to follow exactly what I did. But the main thing is to give people ideas to think about. Oh, you know what? I don't have to do it this way all the time. I can flip it around and do this. And
Hmm.
then if they try it that way, everybody likes their different tastes, different rubs, different seasonings. So, uh,
I mean, with the different grills and stuff that you had, I said, well, holy crap, look at it.
oh my gosh.
But Marie started laughing. She said, thank God we moved out to Vegas. Because I had just about all of them. I mean, in Florida,
yeah,
I had them like in a circle,
yeah,
and I built it for me to cook that way.
I know.
But when I seen you covering it, I said, man after my own heart. I got to take care of them things.
Yeah, and then now it's just got that little Kamado Junior, which I've done a couple of cooks on it. It's really fun, using charcoal, doing different method aside from doing the pellet grills. Pellet
I
grills
was
are super easy.
I was wondering why it didn't come with a diverter. That's
I don't know. It absolutely needs one though.
Yeah. But you know what I used to
Yeah.
use on mine? I used to because I love that. I would bake my breads on that.
Hmm.
Okay, make pizza on that. Okay,
Yeah.
it works really good. I get that little joker probably up to about 800, 900 degrees
Oh yeah, it'll get
with
hot.
lump charcoal.
Yeah.
Try to see if you can find, or if you have a pizza stone that'll fit in there for a diverter.
Well, that's funny you should mention that because tomorrow's video, which is, I don't know, it's Monday, probably the same day this will be coming out, right?
Yeah.
So my Monday's video, I'm doing a pork tenderloin, and I have a little 10-inch pizza stone, and I show how I set it up to use that. In my turkey, I use that pan because I wanted a water pan in it.
Right. Right.
But I don't know. I don't know why they don't give a deflector. It should come
Mhm.
with it.
Yeah. Mine
Hmm.
did. And when I sold the place in Florida, the guy wanted everything. So I had built inside of where I kept the Kamado, because I cut a hole out. I made a table and cut a hole out and set
Oh,
that
okay.
in there
Hmm.
so I can get to it. But then I also made a wok station.
Ah.
With the turkey
Hmm.
grill, whatever you want to call it. And I was heartbroken. But there again, I couldn't. There
So
was
when
no
you
place.
sold your place, all the grills went with it?
All the grills, all my tools,
Oh,
dishes,
wow.
pots, pans. We
Lucky
came out here.
man.
We come out here to Vegas. I mean, just bare. I mean, but
Yeah. Lucky
so
man.
So, I mean, with the food prices and everything like that, Kevin, what is your go
Uh,
to? Your go to as far as
probably chicken. Chicken or pork.
okay,
You know,
yeah,
uh, gosh, you used to get 2 ribeyes for $15, and now it's 20 for 25 just for one.
yeah.
So yeah,
I
the
would
prices are insane.
I would buy in bulk, and then I would butcher it up myself. Vacuum seal and put it in the freezer. Them days are gone.
Hmm.
I mean, just even to buy a chuck roll
Hmm.
out here
Well,
is
it's still cheaper than going out.
yeah, yeah, exactly. No, you're
So
100% right.
so what they're doing here, I don't know if I'm assuming they're doing it everywhere, but I think this is just absolutely crazy. There's this Mexican food place we love to go to, and they changed their menu. And so their plates are, you get the enchilada plate. Well, in their menu, if it just says enchilada plate, but doesn't say with rice and beans, you add rice and beans. So enchilada plate, say it's $14.
Hmm.
If you want rice, it's $3 more. If you want beans, it's another $3. So your $14 plate could end up being a $20 plate
Exactly. Yeah, a la
for
carte.
enchiladas,
Yeah.
rice, and beans. I mean, that's but they're charging for each side. And I asked them, why are you doing it that way? They said, well, because a lot of people don't want the beans. So it's like, well, okay, take the beans, don't serve them the beans and save some
Yeah,
money
I
instead
mean,
of charging extra for it. I don't know.
there's one barbecue place out here that I've found, probably it's been here for a while, and it's Texas Bees Barbecue.
Hmm.
Okay, and it's pretty good. I'm the type of guy who doesn't like a lot of smoke,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
heavy smoke. I just
Hmm. Me too.
but they did brisket, they did tri-tip, okay, plus the ribs. But Kevin, the turkey was like unbelievable.
Mm.
So we go there, Marie. That's all she wants is the turkey. They give you two big chunks, and all the sides and stuff, which we don't. She eats, but I don't.
Hmm.
But after a while, I mean, the tri-tip was really good. But you get there like after lunch and in between lunch and dinner, in between that time frame, everything became dry. Everything was very
Oh
dry.
yeah.
So I said, tri-tip. We used to use it back in a restaurant many moons ago, and it was a cheap cut of meat. You can't touch them now.
Hmm.
even
Oh yeah,
even the
everything.
brisket's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is it getting tougher for you to be making videos? As far as
Absolutely. I started 2 other channels. Another thing, the enchilada, if you have enchilada rice and beans, you're paying $20. I can make it at home, and I have made them on my tortilla takeover channel. I mean, you don't even spend $5 to make enchiladas. You can $3 for a rotisserie chicken. Tortillas are $2.50 for 30 of them. It's just ridiculous. So
everybody,
yeah,
please, I'm
cook
going to
at home.
leave. I'm going to leave a link down below for Kevin's 3 channels, and show him some support, please. I mean, because he's a great guy, great
Yeah.
channel.
Well, I'll tell you why I started Tortilla Takeover is because, and you probably know because you started other channels, is the algorithm with YouTube. I can't figure it out, but I do know when I was doing my barbecuing and my blackstoning, if I switched it up and started making other stuff besides barbecue, my views, everything tanked. I did like a whole month last year in January for appetizers for football, for the Super Bowl. And that it took me weeks and weeks to get my algorithm back up to where it needed or where it was.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, I love Mexican food. So Tortilla Takeover was an easy move over because of making it all the time. So we just started videoing. So.
I mean, I used them before. Excuse me, the hatch chilies and stuff. But
Yeah.
watching your channel and then diving a little bit deeper into it,
Yeah.
and you said, well, there's the out here the chili. I mean, the pepper roast out here, and I
Yeah.
missed it. Put it on the calendar the whole bit, and I just flat out missed it. All right,
Oh, yeah.
but that's a big deal here.
Yeah.
So I went to the store and I finally found a place. There's a place called La Bonita here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Mexican store. I mean, and the fact of the matter is the produce looks much better. The meats, they still have a butcher shop. You can order what you want and everything else like that. So I bought some of them hatch chilies back and I roasted them the whole bit. And I tell you what, Marie looked at me. She said, "Why haven't you been making this sooner?"
Yeah, well, I don't get the super hot. Well, I did get extra hot this year, but I usually don't get the super hot because I love the flavor. I do like a little spice, but usually they're not too hot. And the difference with like a green chili and and a jalapeno is if you get a medium green chili, it gets to a certain heat level and it stays there. It doesn't like keep burning your mouth.
Right.
But the green chilies, once they get to their level, that's it. They don't keep getting hot. So
This year I
I
used them
love
in
them.
salsa because I would use a little bit of habanero, also guajillos, and all the different dried peppers. But I
Hmm.
added them into, and I make a
Yeah.
sauce. I make a sauce for it,
Hmm. Yeah.
and it had a little bite to it. It had
Yeah.
just a little bit
It
of bite.
can. Yeah. It
Yeah,
can.
I like the heat, but not a lot. So
The funny thing about that is, and I eat them all the time. We have them all, well, usually daily. And I have a freezer in the house and a freezer in the garage, refrigerator freezer, and
mhm,
both of them are just packed. I'm like, I just need I need a freezer, right? So,
mhm.
and I was looking at my freezers. I'm like, no, I need a chili freezer. So I went and bought a little 5 cubic foot freezer, and it
Mhm.
is full.
Yeah.
Little chest freezer, and it is full of green chili.
We just came back from the store a couple days ago. We're getting ready for Thanksgiving and stuff. My daughter and grandsons are coming over, and we loaded up with all the different stuff. They're leaving. In fact, they're going back to New Jersey in beginning of December. So she's having a rough time out here.
Mm.
But with that said, they're coming over. So I'm thinking, where am I going to put this turkey? The freezers are
Right.
packed. You
I've
know what I
done
mean?
too.
And,
Luckily, they're only 11 and 13 pounders.
and I save everything. I save all the drippings and stuff like that because I'll make the sauces and everything else like that. So when you found them big tortillas, okay,
Hmm.
back in the restaurant, we used to make pizza with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be making a pizza with those.
we did. I would sell them for $2.50, and at the bar was packed. Because
Yeah.
once we stopped dinner at 11, then
Hmm.
I used all the stuff that we used for the uh, throughout the night. We used to load of potatoes, what I would make and stuff like that, potato skins. And then I started making them pizzas because they sent me the wrong ones.
Oh,
Instead of the smaller ones, they sent
they
that
sent
big
you the
joker
big
one.
ones. Yeah, yeah.
I
I've
said,
never seen them before, but other people have commented that
yeah.
they've got them in their area.
I told Marie, I said, he's going to have a blast with them.
Yeah, yeah, I've made some big burritos. I got one coming out right before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving dinner burrito. So,
Out of all your pets and stuff that you have, which is your go-to as far as you know, just every day? I know you had them couple smaller ones that I seen.
yeah,
Then,
the Pit Boss Lexington 500 is probably my go-to because most of the time it's just me and Elizabeth or me and 3, 4 people,
mhm.
and it's perfect size. And it doesn't, it's very fuel efficient. It doesn't use a lot of pellets. Um, Previously, a few years ago, I was married and she had a huge family, and I used to cook for 20, 30 people all the time. And I
Right.
bought that big Lone Star Grill's pellet grill, and I don't know the square inches. It's over 1,000 square inches, and man, I could fit all kinds of stuff on that. I have it because it's very expensive,
Right.
but it's a very good smoker, and it really does add better smoke than most of the other pellet grills. But I just don't use it because I'm making smaller portions now.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Pit Boss Lexington 500, I had the Tailgater, which was really nice, but my secret Walmart had it on sale and I had to get it. So my Tailgater went to my brother-in-law, and
I had well, Monument Grills, and I did that cook with them out here, and they said, Tom, when we're done, take this. It's the six. It was the 605. Okay, it was
okay,
at the
yeah,
time it was the
hmm
best one they had,
I had that one.
and I said to him, I don't want it.
Yeah, I had it.
He looked at me and he
I,
said,
I, I gifted it.
he said, what do you mean you don't want it? I said, it's too big. I can't put it
Yeah.
nowhere.
hmm
He said, take it and sell it. I said, it's too much aggravation. He
Yeah.
said, all right, what do you want? Because they paid us, to do that.
Yeah.
I said, I want that G22.
Yep.
He looked
Last
at me.
year, that's what I requested when I went to NASCAR.
He looked at
He's like,
me.
really? I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
he looked at me and he said, okay.
And
But what
that's a nice grill.
they sent me out two smoke boxes. Okay, they wanted me to try it
Okay,
and
yeah.
try to do the smoke on it and stuff, and it worked. It was fine. So then, with that all said, then they send me out not Monument, but another company, Longhorn,
Mm.
send me out that
Oh, I
over
saw that.
that broiler. Oh, Kevin,
Yeah.
you got to see you get
That's
hooked
that
up with one.
1,500-degree one.
Brought me right back to the
Man.
restaurant. Beautiful steaks.
Mm.
I mean, even the what do you call it? The pork steaks.
Yeah.
Put them up on the.
Mm.
Oh man, it's fantastic.
Mm.
But there again, I mean, usually it's 500 degrees here in Vegas,
Right, right.
and out there cooking. And usually
Yeah.
I usually have some old nosy hole walking past. Why'd you
Well,
cooking?
yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of grills, and my friends and family love it because I don't sell them. I give them away,
Yeah.
and then like that one I rescued a Traeger, and I still have it. I'll do a couple of cooks, and then I'll probably give it away. But yeah, I'm down to I don't even know what I'm at now. Maybe 10. There might be a dozen. I don't know.
There you go. There you go. But I like your detail that when you do something like with the chickens that you made and
Mhm.
on the rotisserie and stuff like that.
Love that. Love that attachment for that bullseye. Yeah,
That's a knack. You got to know what you're
yeah.
doing with that.
Love
Okay.
that.
And also with some of the open flame stuff like that, or how you put the rubs on the seasoning, you don't overpower it, and that's
hmm
man after my own heart like that because
Yeah.
you got to be careful with other people. You might like it, but somebody else will eat it
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
and put it down. I think you did that corn that one time. You,
The bacon wrapped one, or oh no, I rotisserie the corn, and
yeah,
that was like roasted corn. It was amazing,
I said,
and I was surprised it didn't get as much view as I thought it would
yeah, it's
because I did corn in a Pit Boss, and I mean it's got I don't know 10,000 plus views on it. I'm like,
what's
why
going
not the
on? Yeah,
roasted
exactly.
corn?
Yeah. I mean, I did. I just put one up the other night, last night, matter of fact, of a future one that's coming up, and 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they got 1,100 views in a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just never know with YouTube.
What the heck's going on here? I mean,
Yeah.
but it keeps me busy. So,
Me too. A little too busy. Like I said, I still work. I'm not retired, so I try to do all of my videos on the weekends. And sometimes I get 3-day weekends. So I was busy this weekend, and today is actually a relaxed day, which is good. But
mhm.
yeah, I mean, I cook all weekend, and a lot of times I'll have leftovers all week. But I don't make the same thing with the leftovers. Same thing with you. You have leftovers, but you make new things out of them,
Yeah.
and that's the best part of them.
Doing what I do, I mean, we used to eat a lot. I mean, a ton of food. That's why I
Yeah, me
started the
too.
other channel, because my grandson says to me, "Pop, you got to slow down. You rush through your videos, and I can't understand or how to do something. You go through it so fast." Hey,
Hmm.
I made a béarnaise, and it's supposed to take 45 minutes. I made a béarnaise in 31
But yeah,
seconds.
yeah, Wait, yeah. It's called editing.
Yeah, exactly. Hurry up, fast, real 1, 2, 3, because I was
Yeah.
stuck on that mode of 8 minutes or less. Okay,
Yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is.
Charlie and Grumpus on Fire said to me, "What are you doing? Do what you got to do. If it takes an hour, put it up. Somebody will watch it. Don't worry about it."
That's true. Yeah, I do try to. I do try to cut out the cutting up and a lot of the prep work. I show it, and you want to explain it. If I'm if I'm editing my video and I'm bored with it, watching it, I edit it more so that I don't get bored,
Right.
hoping that others won't get bored.
And that comes with
That's
time.
that's that's how I do it. Yeah.
That comes with a lot of time. With a
And I'm
lot of
sure other people are watching it going, "Oh gosh, I'm still getting bored."
yeah.
you know.
But like them two guys, like Charlie
So,
said to me, he said, "Tom,
yeah.
I was going to change my name. I was going to change and get away from the keto. I
Mhm.
mean, because I was getting battered."
Don't do that. Don't
So
do
they
that.
said, "No, no, 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 don't do
No.
that." So you know, I'm the
I
type
was
of
just
guy that
telling I was just telling my son this morning because we talk every week, and I was telling him we're doing this, and I said he's Tom the keto cook, and I said if I could eat like Tom, I would be keto. The meals you make are incredible, and I think anybody that does keto absolutely needs to watch your channel
yeah.
because I know some other people that are on keto, and it's like I don't know, they don't like it because they're not making meals like you make. I mean, I wouldn't even miss anything. I don't think.
It's a fight, and here again, I don't preach about it, but the whole
Hmm.
idea is you just got to watch like with the rubs and stuff at the barbecue.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
I did one not too long ago where I diluted some of the GU's barbecue sauce,
Hmm.
okay, and then also use some hoisin sauce. So it's per serving is 2 tablespoons, and it's 6 grams of carbs. So I added a ton of water to it, stretch it out. Still have the carbs in
Hmm.
there, but they're probably two
And
or
the
three.
flavor.
Yeah, 2 or 3, and that's the way it works.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, it's really not hard to do. The other channel I try, and for a while there, me, you, and CJ, Mama Papa Joe's barbecue,
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Hmm.
okay, we were cooking basically the same stuff.
But it is kind of funny that as the weeks go, you'll see a lot of people doing the same thing.
Yeah,
And it's like, how does that work? Because we don't collaborate it.
no, no, not at all.
It's like
And
all of a sudden everybody's doing ribs, and then everybody's doing a whole chicken or everything.
CJ said to me, "Tom, where's that camera you got hid in my house?"
Right? That's true.
Just phone it. So, taking care of, you moved and everything else like that. And I got to tell you something,
Yeah.
you did some awesome job in that place.
Oh boy, it's been a. It was a lot of work last year. We did most of it last year, and Elizabeth helped out tremendously
Yeah,
with how to get everything. I had the idea, but then she helped me figure out exactly how to get it
yeah. Elizabeth's a nice,
done.
nice woman. Um,
Yeah.
but just to back you, up, just so you have everything laid out, and with
Hmm.
your canopy and
The
stuff like that,
covers and
and your gardens. Okay,
oh boy,
fantastic.
we got lots of vegetables out of that garden this year.
So Marie had a green thumb because back in North Carolina, we had 17 acres of ground, and she would go out there and I built her a greenhouse, and she would grow just about everything. Okay,
Hmm.
coming out here, so we try to do the balcony garden. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
can't do it.
Too hot.
The heat just
Yeah.
kicks ass with it. So she underneath the stairs, because we're on the ground floor, so going up the stairs there's like an archway, and she put a couple peppers in there. But who knew what they were, Kevin? So she would just throw seed out there and put it in there. So here it is, okay, middle of November, and I got a ton of peppers,
Mm-hmm.
and it's starting to drop the temperature every day. So she
Yeah.
said, well, we might as well pick them peppers. I said, let it go until we get a hard frost or something. So I said, we got to go watch Kevin again, how him packing up all those peppers and stuff in the garden. She said, boy, I miss that. I really do miss that.
Yeah. It took a little while for those garden boxes. I don't know, because all the soil was fresh or whatever. But boy, I'll tell you what, after, the later part of summer, it really kicked into gear. It started producing like crazy green beans. And, I grew hatch chilies this year,
Mm-hmm.
and I had 30 plants, and I got so many green chilies out of them. I got 3 harvests. The last harvest, I thought, oh, it's done. And then I left them grow and grow, and they all grew, and they're really hot. The third harvest was hotter than the first one.
Yeah. In North Carolina and in Florida, we used to grow the Thai chilies. And then what I would do is I'd take them and grind them up, and that would be my pepperoncino that I would use. And the last batch was pretty hot.
Yeah.
But then Miss Marie didn't tell me that she dried and put in some habaneros in there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, a couple videos.
I like hot food, but I like the taste of the food.
Yeah.
If it's too hot, then yeah.
I don't like it to linger, on and on.
I like the flavors.
So, what's the future, Kevin? I mean, with the prices and everything, with the 2 or 3 channels that you have going there.
Well, tortilla takeover is easy because it's tortillas and leftovers or whatever you got. As far as the barbecue, chickens and whatever pork, whatever's on sale. I see these guys doing these big, thick, pieces of meat, and it's like, man, that thing must cost you $80,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just me, and like I said, I still work, and I bought another house, so I have all the payments, and you really got to watch your budget.
Yeah.
And I do. I go on sale, and I'll tell you what. I don't know if how Marie is, but that Elizabeth, she can go to the store and buy $90 worth of food and only pay $50 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got that digital coupon stuff down, so she finds some amazing deals.
I do most of the shopping, but she goes with me, and then she goes off on her own. Okay. So there is nothing wrong with Marie. Marie don't take a pill. Nothing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't either. Knock on wood.
I was the guy who got saddled with all the bull crap, but the other channel, I make them pastas and stuff like that, and everybody says, "Oh, you're a hypocrite because you do the keto and on that channel." I said, "No, Kevin, I did a hot dog one with hot dogs in a collaboration, and what I did was I took the hot dog and I went past my face, and Marie was behind me, and she bit it, and I put it back down on the plate again." So I have a lot of fun with it. I know, and I know you do also.
Yeah, well, and then you cook and you cook and you cook, and you don't want to waste the food. And I have to tell you, I mean, I had to stop eating so darn much because I was putting on a lot of weight, and I ended up just cutting out smaller portions. You make a nice portion for your videos and stuff, but I don't eat it all.
Right.
And you really just have to watch, your intake and everything, especially when you get older. It's 65, and I'm like, I don't want to be 300 pounds, So
Oh, yeah. I pay attention to a lot of what other people do and stuff like that, and say to myself, he's doing the right thing. He's eating good, okay.
Yeah.
But it's how you explain things is the key.
Yeah.
And I feel I sort of gloss over that.
Well, you put out a complete meal. I put out the meat. But I have sides and everything with the dish. But when I end up, my video is about a rack of ribs. That's all I'm going to show. I'm not showing all the other stuff.
Yeah. It shows in your channel. Like I said, everybody, I'll leave links in the description box down there. Got to
Hmm.
check Kevin out. I mean, really good. Explains everything, and just as
Yeah.
long as Brad don't come out, we're good with that.
Yeah, he's back there drinking somewhere.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Well, like I said, it's out of the box. It's trying to give, not necessarily trying to have people follow exactly, but if they want to, they can. But it's to hopefully give people ideas that you don't have to make the same thing over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, just
I've been in that cycle. We used to have the same thing all week long. We'll do spaghetti this night, burritos that night. You know what I mean? And like every week, same food.
yeah.
And yeah.
I get to the point where Marie just looks at me. What are you making? She's doing chicken legs right now today.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, nice.
so I can do this, and there again, I took chicken thighs. Okay, because at the time, for 5 pounds of chicken wings was close to $40.
Oh,
And I'm not
you know,
paying that.
I know. And well, we're similar in age. I mean, we used to go to a bar on Monday Night Football, and wings were 10 cents a piece.
Hmm.
10-cent wings, and we'd go there, we'd get a pitcher of beer and stack of wings and watch football. And man, not today. It's
Yeah.
over. You pay $1 a wing.
So
That's ridiculous.
yeah, so what I do is I watch the sales and just one restaurant. Well, Smart and Final,
Yeah.
and I'll go in there and they'll have sales sometimes with leg quarters, and they're like 89 cents a piece for 5 or 10 pounds. I think it's 10 pound bag, and I'll buy that for $8 and change. And I'll come home and I'll cut them up. So what I do now with the legs is I go along the bone, I split it and butterfly it,
Hmm.
and put that on a rack in the oven, hold it,
Yeah.
or add on a grill or whatever, and just to change things up because it's
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever really done chicken quarters of chicken quarter video.
I
Actually,
cut them and then I get the thigh, and then I'm taking the thigh and cutting the thigh up like wings.
I liked that video when you did that. I said that's a really good idea because you get like at least three out of one thigh.
I was actually getting four, but the whole idea was
Yeah.
I said I'm running out of things to cook. Really, I mean, I would do burnt ends with the beef and then with the pork and all
Mhm.
stuff like that. And
Yeah, it's not easy to keep coming up with different things, but somehow I keep coming up with different ways to do, use the same meat.
then I don't know if you make your own ground beef or sausage or
Yeah,
anything.
I do. Yeah.
Mine broke. My grinder broke.
Right.
So to Maria, I says, all right, we'll get the chopped meat, but it was in that tube, and it was $20. Kevin got it home, opened it up. She started portioning it out, and it was big chunks of grizzle and bone in it.
Oh, God. I've bought in those tubes.
I said, yeah, never again, never again.
Even if it says 80/20, I think it's probably more 73 because they are greasy. Those
Yeah,
tubes. You buy those tubes, yeah,
yeah.
they have a lot of fat in them. But hey,
I don't do it all the time, but just one time I said I
me
can do
either.
without it. I can do without it and stuff. So, pork and
Yeah,
chicken it is. I mean,
yeah.
even again.
Back when if I find usually the best time to buy meat is on holidays. The stores totally discount them, usually half off sometimes. And I used to stock up on ribeyes and stuff like that. And I'll go through my freezer and I got them back sealed, so they're still good, but they've been in there for a while. And I'll take them out, thaw them, and grind them, and just
Okay,
use them for burger. Because I know they'll be an all right steak, but they won't be the same as when they're fresh.
I would say a month or so ago, I went into that Smart and Final, and some stuff they have is really good. I get my heavy cream there, I get the butter and stuff like that. But the meats they're up there. As I'm walking down the end of the cooler, they just started doing use by date sales,
Mm-hmm.
and some of that meat's gray and stuff like that. So I'm looking.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed some meat away, and I'm looking in the back, and there was a whole ribeye, and they had the mark down.
Oh yeah,
But looking at
I
the
remember
date,
that video.
I looked and went, "Holy crap!" Boop! As I pulled that out and put it in the cart, the meat manager comes out of the back. He must have put that in there either for a buddy of his to come in and buy it, and
And
then
you got it.
and he split. So I just kept looking back at him, grinning. But every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut. So,
Yep,
but,
yep. Always got to look for the deals. That's for sure.
but they're few and far between. Well,
That they are.
so like I said, future coming up. Are you going to change anything with your?
No, I need to get started doing more videos, and that's why we started What We Thought. Elizabeth is not a YouTuber. I'm the blabbermouth on What We Thought, and she hardly is ever on them anymore because she's gone a lot. And like I said, she doesn't really care to be on video. But man, I did one about a heater, and it took off. I mean, it's probably got 170,000 views, and it actually got us up with the subscribers and the view time, and it's monetized now. So I just uploaded a video of harvesting worm castings, and that's actually doing pretty good. But so I'm going to focus a little bit more on that because it doesn't have to do with food. And then my tortilla, always making Mexican or New Mexican type food.
Good channel.
That one's pretty easy. And then as far as Man Kitchen recipes, I'll just keep doing what I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, some weeks it's like, oh boy, what am I going to do this week?
Yeah.
And then I'll go to the store and see what's on sale and go, okay, I could do something with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the challenge everybody's having. And when you see a lot of the bigger barbecue channels, I'm talking, like 100,000, you starting to see these guys cooking inside. There's a problem with, with some of the stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And by the way, you're pretty handy as far as fixing some of the.
I've always been creative, and handy with doing that kind of stuff. My employment, I fix computers. So
okay, because
I'm like a computer mechanic, not the software in, I'm hardware in. So I'll take one completely apart and can put it all back together. So.
Boy, them parts to rebuild a computer, the parts went through the roof, didn't they?
Oh yeah. Well, I do warranty work, so
okay.
I don't have to charge anybody. I just go out because their computer's under warranty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I seen you with that one video that you rescued and you redid the whole thing.
Yeah. Pellet grills. There's really nothing to them. It has a main board, an auger, a fan. The board is what controls everything. They're pretty basic.
That was interesting to me. When I lived in Florida, I used to rescue. Boy, Marie hated it because I got a couple Weber's gas grills and a couple other ones I'd bring back, and I'd clean up. And I had a couple charbroilers that I made into deep fryers.
Oh wow! Okay.
So like you, I probably had 8 different barbecue grills in the back. She hated it. Couldn't stand it. Why do you
somebody's always giving one away, right? I mean, my neighbor 2 doors down, he had one in the back of that bullseye, rec deck bullseye. He had it in the back of his dump trailer, and I thought they were moving because they had some mattresses and then that, and then all of a sudden I saw him putting some trash in there. I'm like, hey, are you taking that to the dump? He goes, yeah, it doesn't work anymore. I go, can I have it? He goes, yeah. I was driving away, and when I came back, it was in my driveway.
There you go.
Well, it was just a jammed auger and the igniter, $11, and I got a $400 pellet grill. Yeah, and I used the heck out of it because I have that only fire ring on there for the rotisserie. The next grill I want to get is the Pit Boss Phoenix, the round 22-inch, because all the accessories that Weber makes will fit on there. It's 22-inch. Yeah. So, but I have the bullseye, so I'm kind of hesitating. And my Walmart had it on sale, and I went back a couple weeks later, and they were gone. So
you and Trumpet Master loved that thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great grill.
Yeah. Where do you start getting into that Junior, to Kamado Junior?
Yeah. I did the pork tenderloins on it. That's coming out. Yeah.
It's fantastic, really is. I mean, especially now, a little cooler out. Put something on there and just sit there and keep flipping that stuff around.
It's just like I have a Weber kettle, but I don't use it because easy bake oven. You just push the button and your pellet grill comes on. Where the charcoal grill, you got to light your charcoal, you got to adjust your vents and everything. And same thing with the Kamado. But once you get it dialed in, I mean, it's a fantastic cooker.
When I was doing pizzas and stuff, I would mark the top with a P where I would turn
Yeah.
the daisy wheel, and then on the bottom
Hmm.
also would mark it with a P.
Yeah.
And I had another setting, excuse me, for the bread.
I don't know if you ever watched Big Lou or not. Big Lou and other things like that. Anyway, he was describing one day he was doing it, and he said the bottom is like you're putting your foot on the gas. You're opening it up. You're giving it more gas. And the top, you're toning it down. And that's how he described it. I'm like, that's a great way to look at it. If you want more heat, you got to open up the bottom bit.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I found that very helpful. I was like, that's pretty cool. Good way to remember.
I'm having trouble with my oven in the apartment. I mean, at the apartment, nice place and everything like that. I have no qualms about it, but
yeah,
it just doesn't seem that it's not calibrated right. So when I set something on 350, it's like maybe it's 290 maybe.
There's this channel on the internet. It's called YouTube, and you could probably look it up on how to calibrate that that oven.
Oh.
You can calibrate your oven. We had a wall oven, and I looked up on YouTube how to replace the bottom element. I pulled that sucker out of the wall and replaced it myself. But there is a way to calibrate them.
I don't even use the broiler, and it's a gas oven. I don't use the broiler in there because if I bend over, I'll fall the frig over, So when I got that Longhorn, I told Marie, party's over. We're going to start broiling outside and everything.
Yeah.
So what I did is I got a couple little racks that I put together and put wheels on it, and I have the G22 on the bottom, and I got this Longhorn up there, and I just wheel it out. Use a 1 pound canister. Kevin, I did a steak in this Longhorn. I'm telling you, okay?
Yeah, I saw you do it.
Almost 15 seconds.
Yeah,
that's how hot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I don't know. Well, you know what? I think we're going to wrap this up. I do appreciate you coming on. And
absolutely.
Everybody.
I mean, we got to meet. I came to Vegas and we got to meet and have lunch, and that was fantastic. You and Marie are awesome. I love you guys.
Yep.
And when you reached out to me, I'm like, you know what? Like you said, I've never done a live. I've never done a podcast. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I could absolutely do that with Tom.
Yeah. I mean,
so thank you for reaching out.
I appreciate you coming on. And I know that you didn't do that kind of stuff. I said, you know what? It's no big deal if you didn't, and it was fine. But the way you do things on your channel is fantastic. There again, link in the bottom.
Well, same with yours.
I will put all the different channels that he has. Okay. Please reach out. Great guy, great conversation. And like I said, it was a pleasure for me to have you come up here, and for you to come up here was unbelievable.
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to get back out to Vegas and see you guys again.
Oh yeah. That'd be great. That would be great. All right, everybody, listen, hit that like, subscribe button, and I'll catch you next Monday on Tom's Real Food Podcast. Take care, everybody.
All right. Have a great day, guys.
Sit back and have a glass. Time for Tom's Real Food Podcast.